Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica with Memory Box Candle Co, and I make videos all about making and selling candles. And today's video is going to be me sharing with you guys how I keep track of my inventory, how I keep track of all of my supplies that I use to make my candles, and also the finished products on the shelf, and just going through my inventory system and how I go about everything. Now, one thing I have to say before I really get into this video is if you are a new candle business owner, you're thinking about starting a candle business, I highly recommend to get on an inventory system. It doesn't have to be the inventory system that I am going to be sharing with you guys today. This is just personally the one that I used, but I know there's a bunch of different inventory systems out there. Just make sure that you can get one where you can track how much value your inventory is going to be worth at the end of the year, because that is really what is going to help you with taxes at the end of the year, and something that I found out kind of the hard way when it came to doing my 2020 taxes. So I just wanted to throw that in there for you guys. All right, so moving right along over here to my laptop, this is where I'm going to be sharing with you guys the inventory system. So this is called Inventora, and it's actually created by a fellow candle maker. So her name is Diana, and her brand is Terra Simply. If you guys don't know who she is, go follow her on Instagram. I love watching her stories, and I love being able to support both her and her boyfriend, who created this entire software and are kind of making it available to us candle makers to use. And I've actually been really loving it so far, so I just kind of wanted to walk you guys through how it works. So this is a new kind of just a temporary, I just named it temporary account. I didn't even put a brand name. I just wanted to show you guys how to do everything. So right up here, you can see on the left-hand side, there's materials and there's products. So there's two different sections. So materials is going to be your wicks, your jars, your wax, your fragrance oil, anything that you're going to use as individual pieces to make your candles. And your products are going to be your finished products. So your candles, if you make wax melts or anything like that, is going to go in the product section. So let's go over to materials right here, and we're going to add in a material. And I'm just going to be adding in some fragrance oil. So we're doing lavender fragrance oil. I always do lavender as an example. And then right over here for unit type, this is going to be essentially what your unit is for whatever your material is. So when we purchase fragrance oil, most of the time it's in ounces. So I'm going to click on ounces, and let's say we have 24 ounces of it currently. So I'm going to keep that right there. Minimum stock level, this is just how many ounces of fragrance oil do you want to have the minimum amount before you do a reorder. So for me, I like to put 8 because I don't like to just run completely out of it, although it does happen, but I like to make sure that I am trying to order it and reorder it and keep it in stock as much as I possibly can. And then the price per ounce, this is where you are going to go onto whatever website you order your fragrance oil from, and you have to figure out how much it's going to cost you per ounce. So let's say per ounce, it is going to cost me $1.46. And then for the category, I'm just going to make a category of candles. For the supplier, we'll do candle science. And then for last order date, let's say I ordered on the 2nd of this month. And then for notes, you can write down any notes if you want to, but I'm not going to for this example. So we have our lavender fragrance oil all ready to go right here. And then I'm going to actually add on another material, and I'm going to put 9-ounce jar. So I'm going to go through as I typically would if I was adding in some 9-ounce jars. Let's say they're the really popular amber jars that a lot of people are using. So I'm going to say I have 100 pieces of those, and at minimum I want to have 20. Price per piece, let's say $1.75. Category, I'll put candle. Supplier, let's say candle science. And again, you can put notes in there or anything you want to. So this is just adding everything onto here. Now, when it comes to your products, what I really, really love about this, and this is something that I wasn't sure if this program was able to do, but I actually talked to Diana about it a while ago, and I found out that when you are updating your product, so let's say we make some lavender candles in the 9-ounce jars. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, I'm going to put it in the products, but then I'm going to have to check my inventory all the time and just go in and manually decrease what I have in there. But this actually automatically calculates it. So when we're creating a product, let's say we are making a lavender 9-ounce candle. And right down here for the current stock level, I always just go ahead and put 0. Now, if you already have candles made in that scent, you can go ahead and put in your current stock level. But for this example, we are going to pretend like I don't have any of those candles made yet. And then for the unit price, I'm just going to, or the unit type, I'm going to keep it as pieces. I always, for any finished products, I will always just keep the unit as pieces. And the minimum stock level is essentially just the minimum amount of that item that you want on your shelf at all times. So let's say I want a minimum of 3 of those candles in stock at all times. And then right down here, this is where we are going to tell the system what materials are used to make one of those candles. So in order to make one of those candles, we have to use one of these 9-ounce jars. And then we're going to select Add Material and click on the fragrance oil, and it automatically changed the unit type to ounces. So let's say right here it takes 0.25 ounces per candle to make that candle. So that is now telling the system what is being used. And right down here for category, I'm just going to click on candles. And again, you can write notes if you'd like to. So by clicking on save, it's going to update this in our products. Now, the reason why it's red is because technically our stock level is below the minimum level. And what we have to do now is once you make your candles, this is where you can go in and add how many candles you made. So let's say we made 5 candles and we're going to click on add. It automatically defaults it to that, and click on this little check. And right down here, you're going to see a change in your materials. So this tells the system that we used 5 pieces for the jars and 1.25 ounces for the fragrance oil, so you can see that it updated the materials. So let's actually go over here to materials to look at it. And you can actually see that change right there. So right there, it changed from 100 to 95 and from 24 to 22.75. Now, just a few things to let you guys know about this inventory system, because it did take me a little bit of time to understand it. And just so you guys know, this is a very new software that they've created. Just, I think, within the past couple of months that they've really been having so many other people work with it. I know they're also working on a Shopify connection too, which is going to be so nice, because right now you don't have anything automatically removing items that have sold. So for instance, if I sold 2 of these lavender candles, I'd go into here and I'd click on set, and I'd actually change this over to 3. And that doesn't remove anything from the material section. It's just changing how many I have available in stock now. So I'm very excited for the Shopify integration, for it to do that automatically. That is going to be amazing. But the last thing I'm going to share with you guys is if you accidentally put in the wrong amount. So let's say I'm going in here and I want to add in 6 more candles, but I accidentally put in 8 more candles. So right here, I have it set to add. I click on 8, it changes it to 11. It's telling me that it took it from inventory, and I say, oh no, just click on undo, and it's going to undo it for you. And then you can go back in here and you can add in 6 like you meant to. And now it's going to update it. And just so you guys know, what I typically do is I will go through about once every 2 weeks. I'll go through and I'll just do an updated check on my inventory. So I'll print out a sheet and I'll go through and actually calculate, you know, how much fragrance oil I have of each scent, and also, you know, how many jars I have, how much wax I have. And yes, it can be a time-consuming process. And to be honest, you guys, I don't really like doing this process, but I want to make sure that I'm, you know, making sure that I'm keeping up on everything, that everything is accurate in my system. But one of my favorite things about this is the red text. I gotta say, you guys, when it is set to be less than what it is, and you can just scroll through and see what's red. And I say, okay, I gotta order this, I gotta order more wicks, I gotta order, you know, honeysuckle and jasmine fragrance oil is one of the ones that I've been needing to order because I see that it's red. So it's really nice. I love that about it. It's just a small little feature, but I really like it. It just stands out. But I think that's all that I wanted to explain. It's really, really simple. I like how simple it is. It's not complicated. It's just for inventory, so there's nothing else involved in the process. And I think the best part about it is the fact that when you update your products, it pulls it from your materials, because that was one of the things that I was actually worried about having an inventory system, because I was thinking, okay, well, what's the point of having it if I'm going to have to continuously focused on the inventory and keeping track of everything manually, and this just makes it so much easier. So I know that you guys have been asking for this for quite a while now, and it took me a long time to actually get on an inventory system. So if you guys are new with this, if you're new with your business, try out an inventory system. This is completely free right now, as of the time that I'm making the video. So it wouldn't hurt to give it a try. And also, I love supporting other makers. Just another candle maker made this, so I just absolutely love being able to support them. But I wouldn't use it if I didn't like it, so I wanted to share it with you guys. But I've been using this for, I want to say, close to 2 months now, maybe a little bit less. I don't know, time goes by so fast, somewhere around there. But yeah, I've really been liking this inventory system so far. It's really simple for me. So if you guys end up using it, tell Diana that I sent you. And no, this video is not sponsored by Inventora or anything. It's just me sharing what software I use and just kind of letting you guys know what I'm currently using right now. So with that, I think I'm going to end today's video. I really hope the fans on my MacBook were not too loud during this little video today. But anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave this video a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at MemoryBoxCandaCo. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.